We are live. We are back. New York Sports Exchange, episode number 42. And the Giants are back.
Stan messed up last time. We had to redo
We had to restart. We had to restart. I said 41 instead of 42. That means what? No, I had to restart because I said 41 instead of 42. No, now you're interrupting. Now you're famous for that. Congratulations. But the Giants are back.
Chargers are playing amazing. I mean, they've only had one game, and the Jets are brutal. Yeah.
Tim isn't here. He's in hiding after the embarrassment the New York Jets went through. And to be honest, I would have done the same thing too. When Joe Flacco is your quarterback and throwing. Oh, do you want to know how many passes he threw?
How many?
Actually, I'll save it. I'll save it for a recap because.
Okay. And then let me guess. I'm not going to look it up, but.
Okay.
Dude, I was going to go into hiding after that embarrassment of a Notre Dame game, but.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk college football.
Yeah, I don't want to relive that game.
I am so sorry.
What? About the game? Yeah. No,
they suck.
Yeah.
They're not good. And I was high on them because I was like, they hung in with Ohio State, so they must be a 4 seed.
Yeah. But they do travel to Chapel Hill in 2 weeks, so I kind of want to travel up there.
Oh, yeah, that's not far from you.
Yeah, it's like 2.5.
Yeah, so we'll do some NFL recaps. We'll touch up on some college football. Yankees and the Mets. The push for October is here. Yankees take a big 2 out of 3 from Tampa. The Mets, did they sweep Miami?
I'm not too sure, honestly.
Did they sweep? I believe they swept Miami. I could be wrong. Currently, they're down 5-1 to the Cubs, which is just embarrassing in its own right. No, they took 2 out of 3 from Miami. But we'll get it all done. Here we go. Let's just get it started. As I said before.
Wait, let's start it with some fantasy football. Stan, you are going to be 1-0.
I'm going to be 1-0. Well, we were going to touch up on our fantasy football league on Thursday, but just as a teaser, I kicked Terence's ass.
Yeah, okay. You also scored the most points. I scored the second most points in the league.
I still kicked your ass.
All right. I still scored the second most points in the league. I'll take it.
When you got Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, Lamar Jackson, who else? I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He had a good day. Ryan Suckup with a nice 15 that I didn't really need.
Yeah. Screw him.
It was
freaking
awesome.
Miami defense got you 18.
I picked up the Miami defense at the very last minute because I just thought that I had the Chargers defense, and I just thought that game was just going to be a blowout. Not a blowout. I thought the game was going to be a shootout.
Screw you.
Well, sucks to suck. Sucks to suck. We'll recap the fantasy league.
I'll take the
Thursday.
second most points in the league.
All right, we'll recap the fantasy league on Thursday. So let's just get it started. The Giants are back. Oh my god. What a game.
That actually made me so happy to watch them win.
Oh my god. And now we're recording this as the Monday Night Football games at halftime, but they just showed it on the halftime highlight for Chris Berman's highlight tape, but oh my god. I thought it was done. By the end of the first half, I was like, yep, here it is. Same old Giants. 3-14. That's it. It's done. Blow it up. Goodbye, Daniel Jones. Goodbye, Saquon. Blow it up. I have to say Saquon Barkley's back.
Yeah. He went off.
I mean, let's just say, let me just get this out of the way right now. Joe Judge coaches that game. If this game were to happen last year, Joe Judge, I said this on Twitter, Joe Judge would have gone for the extra point. They would have lost in overtime. Then he would have been like, oh, I'm proud of the discipline of our guys, and just talk about what if, when they had, and talk about how greatly disciplined they were when they had 15 penalties the whole game. So Jones's throw to Shepard was awesome. Saquon's like 80 yards?
Yeah.
Not 80 yards, like 75 yards.
Something like that, yeah.
And then just I'm like, here it is. Like, they're going to score. They're going to tie the game. interception. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, yep.
Definitely wanted to just run through a wall.
Oh, I wanted to. Yeah. Yeah. I did. Not in like the motivating, like,
Yeah,
wow,
no,
like
like,
this speech is going to
yeah.
no, like I want to kill myself running through a wall.
Yeah.
Then seeing Brian Dable yell at Daniel Jones, that just shows most coaches would not go for 2 there, but he did. Why? Because you play to win the game. You don't play to tie.
Exactly.
Play to win the game.
Oh yeah.
It was a perfect play call too, because I saw on ESPN this morning where basically the whole game, that whole drive where they tied the game, basically they had a receiver go in motion, chuck a block for Saquon, he'd get a few yards. They do that on every run play. So on the play action pass, they had Sills go out in motion. The whole secondary thought it was going to be run. They ran the play action, perfect wide open touchdown. The next play, shovel pass. And that was just the point where Saquon Barkley had to be the primetime player that he was, because if that was any other normal running back, Titans would have stopped them. I couldn't, and people were telling me to like shut the fuck up because it was a bullshit win because they missed the field goal. First of all, let me have this.
Hey, a win's a win. A win's a win.
This is the first time the Giants are over 500 since I was 13 years old. I turned 20 in December.
That's hilarious.
So now they have one of the. I will say it though. I mean, like they are one of the easiest schedules in the league. They got Panthers, the Dak Prescott-less Cowboys, the Bears, all at home.
The Bears,
all at home. I'm excited for what's to come. I am very excited for what's to come at MetLife.
Are those the next 4 games?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I saw something. Oh, that was fucking great. That was fucking great. But anyway, moving on to the Jets. The Jets, that was a shit show. You thought that they would like hang in there, and then like Lamar just did his thing.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Lamar,
dude, he's not going to the Giants.
Stan was right.
No, he's not going to the Giants.
Stan was right.
If he ends up going to the Giants, then you're right.
Well, yeah.
It's just not going to happen. No way.
I'm just reading through something, but just let me have this, please. The Giants are 1-0. Lamar Jackson can go to the Giants.
Lamar Jackson will not go to the Giants. I'll let you have the week 1 win.
Just let me have this. This is I. Do you know like the amount of like pain, misery, and suffering that I've had through the Giants?
Yeah, that's fair.
I had to watch QB sneaks on 3rd down. I had to watch Eli Manning get benched for Geno Smith before he was on the Seahawks, and then just come back the next day. I had to watch Ben McAdoo. I had to watch Dave Gettleman put this franchise into the ground. Okay, I deserve this. I deserve this, and I didn't hop shit when I thought everything was going bad. I stuck with it. I stuck with the misery. I stuck with the suffering, and hopefully, it pays off. Hopefully. Moving on to the Jets. Terence, do you know how many times Joe Flacco threw the ball in the game?
I'm going to say...
This could be your guess.
I'm going to say 9 times.
You're not even close.
Really?
So, you know, when you get your veteran quarterback, when you get a veteran quarterback that's just there as like a stopgap until your young starter comes, you don't really want him to throw the ball. Even the Flacco's almost, how old is he?
Old.
Joe Flacco's pretty old. Joe Flacco is He's 37.
Yeah, he's old.
You want a good veteran ball being thrown. Do you want to know how many times that veteran threw the ball?
45 times.
59.
Yo, what?
59. He was 37 of 59.
Dude, that's insane.
Ridiculous.
Dude, realistically, I thought he would have thrown like 15 to 20.
Yeah.
But
normal quarterbacks his age?
Yeah.
I say normal because Tom Brady isn't normal. But
59 is unreal for any quarterback.
59?
Any quarterback, that is unreal.
I just couldn't believe it.
They didn't even win.
They got killed by the Ravens, who lost like 2 players to season-ending injuries because MetLife Stadium continues to just be a fucking hellhole for all teams.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Jets lose 24-9. Lamar did his thing. 213 yards, 3 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
The receiving game did pretty well. Devin Duvernay got 2 of those touchdowns. Rashad Bateman with the other. Not a good game for the Jets. Not a good game for the Jets. And Robert Saleh went on Michael K. It was basically like, they can laugh now. I'm like, oh, I'll still be laughing.
Yeah. Laugh now, cry later.
I'll be laughing. I'll be laughing. All right, moving on. Thursday night. The Thursday night game. The Bills are winning the Super Bowl, man.
Dude, the Bills are so good.
And I have a theory with the Rams that I'll get to later, but I mean, they lose their offensive coordinator, they lose Odell. Matt Stafford I don't think he even looked at Allen Robinson once.
Yeah, I honestly don't think he did much.
Oh, he did. He looked at him once.
Yeah.
A reception for 12 yards.
Cam Akers literally did nothing.
Cam Akers did nothing. I felt bad for fantasy owners, but why would you take a committee running back? I don't know. I stay away from committees.
Cooper Kupp, though.
Cooper Kupp, 13 receptions, 128 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, the dude's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's one of the best receivers in the league. The Bills, on the other hand, I mean, Gabriel Davis had a very nice game. He had a very nice game because I have him on my fantasy team. But
I also have him.
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is so good. How many catches did he have?
8 receptions for 122 yards. Stephon Diggs made Jalen Ramsey look like a bum.
Yeah. Dude, literally.
Like an actual bum.
Jalen Ramsey needed a map out there, dude.
It was bad. It was really bad. I mean, Stafford with 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions? Yes, yeah. 3 interceptions.
I think Allen did too, though.
Allen had 2 interceptions. One was not really his fault. The other, he should have known that the linebacker was coming out.
Yeah.
In that
they also had a fumble too.
Yeah, but a dominating win for the Bills.
Yeah. I did not think it was going to be like that.
I mean, who knows? But anyway, moving on. Eagles-Lions.
That was a shock and a half.
Closer game than people thought.
Yeah.
Although the Eagles were favored by 4, but Eagles win 38-35. Jalen Hurts with 243 yards, and a rushing touchdown. A.J. Brown's the big story here. I mean, it was his Eagles debut. 10 receptions for 155 yards.
That probably Miles Sanders. You to say that.
I mean, I don't know. I'll give my analysis on the NFC East later on because of what has recently happened. Miles Sanders got his first rushing touchdown since 2020, which is unreal. And then on the Lions side, I mean, it was basically all run game. I mean, DeAndre Swift, 15 rushes for 144 yards. Jared Goff. I think the Lions, we're at the stage of the game right now for the Lions, where they're a quarterback away because they have a very talented, very underrated receiving core, in my opinion. Amon-Ra St. Brown, DJ Chark, TJ Hawkinson. Goff's not good. I think they gotta look at a quarterback.
Goff is so bad.
That's my analysis.
When you have those three guys plus DeAndre Swift, you should be able to accomplish something.
Yeah, it was like the second quarter, and I think Goff threw the ball like 7 times. Like that's not good. All right,
So bad.
Final Eagles 38, Lions 35. The Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans end in a 20-20 tie.
That's a shocker.
The Colts were my favorite.
I mean, the Eagles were my...
It's even like funnier too, because like I know some Colt fans and they're like, "We are horrible week 1." And I'm like, "No, you're playing the Texans." And boy, was I wrong. And boy, were they right. Because it's going to take a while for Matt Ryan to get used to Indianapolis. I think they'll be fine. They'll build off of this. But oof, that was an ugly, ugly game. Missed field goals. We'll get to the missed field goals because that was ridiculous. But Jonathan Taylor did his thing. 161 yards with a touchdown. Matt Ryan did all right with threw for over 350 yards. Michael Pittman continues to be one of the most underrated receivers in the league.
I like him. Even in college, I liked him.
Even in college, he was pretty good. I mean, yeah, that whole team is Jonathan Taylor, though. I mean,
yeah,
if you really think about it, for the Colts, Davis Mills Mafia. I mean, this O.J. Howard had 2 touchdowns. And the funny part about this game was that Scott Hansen on Red Zone almost called O.J. Howard O.J. Simpson.
That's awesome.
That was I think that was the best part of this game.
That's so funny.
It was a very boring game. Final 20-20 overtime ended a tie. Browns Panthers. Kate, what a way to get your NFL career started by hitting a near 50. What was it? Was it a 58-yarder? 58-yarder. It was a 58-yarder from Cade York. That was the Browns' first Week 1 win since 2004.
It's been a minute.
And I will say, Jacoby Brissett looked pretty good.
Yeah, no, he didn't look too bad.
I think this Browns team could shock some people. Because from now until when Deshaun Watson comes back, because Jacoby Brissett's not that bad of a quarterback. I know I should talk to Jacoby Brissett when Tim was like, "Oh, we've seen him in big games." Like, well, we haven't. But I mean, Brissett is he's a good veteran quarterback who Tim was right. He knows the big games. I didn't really like. He hasn't been in a big game, but I mean, I think that with the experience of Brissett, with the committee running back that they have of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and Russell Wilson, and complete with but a pass interference. The receiving core for the Browns, I mean, it isn't really like anything that good. I mean, Donovan Peoples-Jones had 6 receptions for 60 yards. Amari Cooper was really a non-factor in this game. 3 receptions for 17 yards.
He had a bad drop too on one of those third downs.
I'll be honest, it was all basically on the run game. Nick Chubb, 141 yards.
So good.
On the ground. I mean, that's ridiculous. And now going to the Carolina side, Baker, it did not look good for Baker Mayfield, I will say. It did not look good for him. It didn't. I think it really showed. He had 1 deep bomb touchdown to Robbie Anderson, and then other than that, his top target was Robbie Anderson. He looked at him. He threw to him 8 times, but really, I think that DJ Moore did not really get as much looks as he should. I mean, 3 receptions for 43 yards, and that's supposed to be your wide receiver 1. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, he only combined for, if my math is right, 33 and 24. It's 57. He only had 57 total yards, and that's unheard of for Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
I honestly thought Baker was firing.
He did have a touchdown, though, however.
Yeah.
For you fantasy people, but I mean, in reality, it's not real.
That's like a really bad game for him.
Yeah, it's a bad game for him. And and I will say though, Week 1 is like the biggest lie in sports.
Yeah.
It's the biggest lie because we don't know who's going to be a contender, and for this next game, you'll see. you'll see why week one's a big lie. So Browns win 26-24. Cade York, the rookie kicker out of LSU, 58-yard field goal to win it. Browns win their first game since 2004. The Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Oof.
Jeez.
It looked bad in the beginning with the weather,
the field was flooded.
The field was flooded. That Justin Fields interception did not look good. I mean, it was basic. Honestly, I think it was all weather. I mean, I don't. This game was not good.
No, not at all.
I don't like. I'm a big offense guy. I'm not a big defense guy, but I mean, this Bears team, I don't think they're going to be good.
I don't think so.
You may think,
I think
they beat the Niners. No, I don't. Dude, look at this team. Yeah, Justin Fields. Who only completed 8 passes. Yeah, it was raining. I get it. So when it rains, you go to your run game. Khalil Herbert, 9 rushes, 45 yards. David Montgomery, 17 rushes for 26 yards. His longest was a 6-yard gain. I mean, that's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Dante Pettis had a nice 51-yard touchdown on a broken play where Fields is scrambling downfield, or just scrambling and just chucked it up, like literally me and Madden. But I don't know. And then a funny moment from this, Trey Lance. I mean, we'll have to see him in normal weather, obviously. Yeah. But I mean, George Kittle was out. Deebo Samuel had a rushing touchdown. But the funniest thing that happened from this game was what was it? Oh, the Bears getting a 15-yard penalty for bringing a towel on the field. Yes, and which knocked them out of field goal range. That was something.
That's funny. I don't get why you can't do that. Like that's
so dumb. Like Broncos just got stopped at a goal line stand. Yeah, not good. Not good. Not good for Broncos country. Not good for Broncos country. Next game. Oh, Bears win 19-10.
Yeah.
Next game. Commanders, Jaguars. It was a very bipolar game for Carson Wentz because he looked really good and then he looked really terrible and then he looked really good again. So there's no really good way to tell what happened with Deshaun Watson. I mean, with the Commanders, Carson Wentz, 313 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Antonio Gibson had a very good day, combined for over 100 total all-purpose yards, although he did fumble the ball. Terry McLaurin had a nice receiving touchdown, although he only had 2 receptions. One of them was was a 49-yard touchdown. Curtis Samuel, he was a big story. He was around the field. He caught my eye.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy that caught my eye, too, was Jahan Dotson. Their rookie wide receiver out of Penn State had 2 touchdowns, and the second one was probably the biggest touchdown of the game. So that is also not to keep on. But I will say, Trevor Lawrence didn't look that bad.
Yeah, I mean, 275.
He obviously wasn't the Trevor Lawrence that we know, but I mean, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good. Christian Kirk, I mean, who else is Lawrence going to throw to?
6 receptions, 117 yards.
Yeah, maybe money well spent, man.
Yeah.
That might be money well spent. Zay Jones, former Giant, Evan Engram. I mean, Riley Patterson missed a field goal. That was something. I was watching Red Zone the whole time, so they didn't really show this game much. Game ended on a 2-minute drill drive. Trevor Lawrence threw up a bomb, got intercepted. Final score: Commanders 28, Jaguars 22. We go to Miami. Dolphins take down the Pats 20-7. You two like the Pats?
Yeah,
I told you.
That's
this
fair.
Patriots team.
Fair.
Expect a massive regress from the Patriots.
Yeah,
because boy, the Patriots did not look good. Tua looked pretty good too, and I know people are talking about that play where he threw it and spiked it into the ground. No, that I found out that pass got tipped. So take that. Take that. Take that. The Dolphins defense looked pretty good, man.
Yeah,
the Dolphins, their defense always finds a way to like get on my fantasy team by like always gets on my team by like week 8, and I'm like, yeah, I'll use them, but then like, oh, they'll play the Bills and I'll cut them because they're gonna get killed.
Yeah, like you're not gonna.
There's something about this Dolphins defense, man. I don't know.
You like them? I don't know. You like them?
I like them.
Okay.
I like the front line. I like Xavier Howard. I like everything about him. Tyreek Hill.
Let's ride.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's ride. Ride with the Dolphins defense. Mac Jones actually did get hurt. His X-rays on his back were negative, so he's probably a go for Sunday against the Steelers. Tua 23-33, 270 pass yards and a touchdown, no interceptions.
Pretty good game.
Jalen Waddle had a touchdown and had grown men waddling, and also had a grown man.
That's so funny.
Also had recurring guest Frank the Tank waddle like a penguin, which was a nice sight to see. And then Tyreek Hill did his thing. I mean, what else? What else is new? Although I still don't get why he chose to go to Miami. But anyway.
Yeah, nothing to do with that.
My favorite was his post-game presser when he said Mike McDaniel better have a wheelbarrow to hold his nuts in and let his nuts hang. And now that was something.
That's awesome.
I was saying the same thing about Brian Dable too. So
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True. Final score: Dolphins 20, Pats 7. Next up, the craziest game of the fucking weekend: Steelers-Bengals.
That was wild.
What happened?
That was crazy.
What happened to Joe Burrow?
No clue.
What has happened?
I wasn't watching that game until you texted me, and then I turned it on. And I was like I thought, at first I thought you were talking like he was playing insane, and then I was like,
and then you saw a stat line.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this kid's clowning me right now. Yeah,
I mean, Burrow, he fumbled the ball twice, lost one of them, so he had 5 total turnovers alone. But I mean, literally, his first pass, the first play of the season for him was a pick 6 by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Overtime was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
The end of the game was absolutely crazy. If Jamar Chase fucking makes that play, that's the greatest end game catch I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Really, and McPherson. I mean, there were plays that the turnovers killed them. The missed field goal, I mean, it wasn't really McPherson's fault because the laces were out. Mm-hmm. So I don't really credit McPherson on that. It was a very bad snap. Jamar Chase, 129 yards, 10 receptions, and a touchdown. Yeah. I mean, the Bengals, for the Steelers, I mean, it wasn't really if the Steelers had a good receiver on offense, because Najee Harris was out he left the game. This game should have been a blowout.
Mm-hmm. They lost. The Steelers lost DJ Watt too.
Oh early. Yeah,
they lost him early.
Early,
right?
No, in overtime, or no, in the fourth quarter.
Oh, it was that late?
Yeah, it was the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter, he tore his pec.
Yeah, that's got so bad.
That's huge that's a huge blow for the Steelers.
Yeah.
But anyway, Boswell hits the field goal in overtime as time expires. Final score, 23-20 Pittsburgh. We're getting there. We're close. End of the 1 o'clock games. Saints-Falcons. I mean, there isn't really much to talk about except for Michael Thomas is back and that the Falcons are the Falcons. I mean, Jameis Winston, 23 of 34, 269 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. This is a stat I thought I'd never say, but Taysom Hill led the team in rushing. Alvin Kamara was a non-factor in this game.
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry was the leading receiver for the For the Saints, 7 receptions for 114 yards. I actually did not know that. And then...
I actually didn't even know he was on the Saints.
Of course you didn't.
No, I didn't know.
Of course you did. Michael Thomas, he did nothing in the first half, and then the second half, he balled. 57 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was a good game out of Michael Thomas. The Falcons, I mean, I know that what's his name? The head coach of the Falcons, Arthur Smith, basically said, "You guys have been writing our obituary for forever," and they're just like, keep writing it. And now that just basically says we suck.
Yeah,
we suck.
They know they suck.
No, I know we suck.
Yeah,
I don't know. Cordarrelle Patterson, I mean, phenomenal. 22 rushes, 120 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, I don't understand why he wasn't like a top fantasy guy. Is it because he had a phenomenal year last year? Is it because of the team that he's on? I don't know.
That's all that I could think of. I was definitely looking at him though. I wanted him on my team.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to see him back. That's what I'll say. It's nice to see him back. Final score: Saints 27, Falcons 26. Onto the 4:00 slate. The Chiefs are still the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Chiefs. Terence, can you admit you were wrong?
I was not wrong. Not yet. I was not wrong.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, dude. No. Terence.
No, he's definitely top 5.
Thank you.
But no, I'm not admitting it, though.
You just did.
No, I didn't.
Whatever.
I did not.
Whatever. Mahomes did what Mahomes does best. 360 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, no interceptions. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce with a touchdown. It was just an onslaught. Yeah. Cardinals suck. Me, as a Cliff Kingsbury hater, this brought a smile on my face.
You were definitely loving that game.
It was awesome. It was Call of Duty. Call of Duty kid. Kyler Murray. He did not play well.
No.
Just did not. I think this team will be taken seriously once DeAndre Hopkins comes back. It may be too little too late.
It'll definitely be too late.
It'll be too
yeah.
Who is the leading receiver? Who? Greg Dortch? Who the fuck is this?
What?
It's the leading receiver for the Cardinals. Greg Dortch. Then there's Hollywood Brown, who got a touchdown. I mean, good for him. Zach Ertz got a touchdown. My prop hit, which was fucking awesome. I got clowned for that. It did not. I checked. It didn't. Tim's didn't hit either. Tim was like a yard off. This game was a blowout from beginning to end. Final score: Chiefs 44, Cardinals 21. Moving on to what was known as America's Game of the Week. And I'll get to my hot take. And this is where the Rams get involved. Because the Vikings...
he was close. He was like 10 yards off.
The Vikings fucking killed the Packers.
Yeah. I was not expecting that.
And I'll tell you why. Based off of week 1, we see a regress of the Rams. Why? Because their offensive coordinator from their Super Bowl win, Kevin O'Connell, is now with the Vikings. And the Vikings just had one of the best games of the Kirk Cousins tenure. Come on.
Things maybe...
O'Connell could be a genius, but do you want to know who else is a genius? Justin Jefferson. I mean, he had one of the greatest games I've had anyone play in fantasy.
Does that classify him as a genius?
In my eyes, yes. I mean, Justin Jefferson, 11 targets, 9 receptions, 184 yards. Just fucking...
He's unbelievable.
He is one of one, I tell you. He is one of one. And he had and most of it was in the first half. And going to the Packers side here, I mean, going on the Packers side, Aaron Rodgers did not look good, guys. I know it's week one. I know that it's week one, and there's a lot of things. But the thing with the Packers, they have no one. They have absolutely no one. Who's Aaron Rodgers going to throw it to? He tried throwing a deep ball to freaking Christian Watson and couldn't get anything. So, and it went right through his fucking hands. It went right through his fucking hands. Like, there's no, I don't, like, listen to these receivers. Romeo Doubs, who is that? Robert Tonyan, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Christian Watson, I knew him because he was highly touted in first-round mock drafts.
Mm-hmm.
Josiah DeGore, like, they have Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, Mercedes Lewis. Was this 2010?
Dude, literally, though. How old is Randall Cobb and Sammy Watkins?
Randall Cobb is 32. Sammy Watkins is 29.
Oh, wow.
29. I do think the Packers will pick this up, but, I mean, the Packers next week, they have Chicago. Okay, so that might be a simple victory for them.
Yeah.
And then the Vikings, they're part of the Monday night doubleheader against the Eagles in Philly, which should be a fun one. Final score: Vikings 23, Packers 7. Moving on to Terence, your Los Angeles Chargers, and I'll let you have the floor. I'll let you have the floor on this one.
All right. Well, yeah. So I mean, the future NFL champions, Los Angeles Chargers, start off hot, 1-0, baby, 1-0. Take down the Raiders. Devontae Adams, hot game. Unfortunately, 10 receptions, 141 yards, 1 touchdown. Keenan Allen leaves with a hamstring injury. I don't know.
That's not good. That's not good for my fantasy team.
I don't know if there was an update.
There was an update from Rappaport, but he said something along the lines of, let me find it. I had it here. It was not Rappaport. It was Ari Meirov of PFF. This guy's always right. Oh my really? God. I must say, when the Tom Brady retirement thing came out, that he was actually retiring and Schefter leaked it, he did not say a word. He did not. Okay, so basically, Ari Meirov says that, oh no, Broncos. Oh no, Broncos country.
Broncos country isn't riding.
They fumbled on the goal line. And I had Javonte Williams anytime touchdown, and he fucking fumbled. He was the one that fumbled it at the 1-yard line. So that's
Javonte Williams.
He would have been stuffed anyway. But anyway, the Chargers did not practice today, but they have to submit an estimated practice report because they play on Thursday night. Mm-hmm. If there was a practice, Keenan Allen and J.C. Jackson would have been out there. Would not have been out there. Sorry. Okay. So that is a key player to those are two key players to monitor. But I mean,
I think it was J.C. Jackson's ankle, I believe.
Yes, he did not. Yeah. He did not play last week, right?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. Keenan Allen needs to come back.
I think he will.
Yeah,
hopefully. Praying.
Austin Eckler didn't have a very good game.
He gave me 11 in our league, so
that's not terrible. I mean, on 14 carries, though, that is
14
carries.
He's more of a receiving back. Yeah. He's more of a receiving back. And that front line for Vegas is pretty good. Devontae Adams had a very good game. Yeah,
10 receptions, 141 with a touchdown. I mean, Justin Herbert, best quarterback in the league.
I feel so bad for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, me too.
I feel so bad.
Oh my god. Dude, Devontae Adams
playing wide receiver for the Packers eventually.
Yeah. Dude, freaking Devontae Adams pulled a John Tavares with Aaron Rodgers.
That blows. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah.
if you're going to be listening to this one, sorry, man. Oh my god.
That would have been great to say with him here. He would have been fuming.
He would have lost it. Final score: Chargers 24, Raiders 19, and lastly the Sunday night
Hold
game.
up, baby.
Oh, that Sunday night game is awful.
Yeah,
everyone was awful. The Bucks were awful. I mean, Tom Brady looked pretty good, and Julio Jones looked pretty good. That was about it. I mean, and Mike Evans had a nice play. The Cowboys looked awful. Dak Prescott
left.
Chris Collinsworth sounds awful. Dak Prescott's out for the next 8 weeks, which blows the NFC East wide open.
Yeah. Attaboy Stan, you guys got a shot.
I know people say the Eagles, and I'll be honest, the Eagles do have what are like now the favorites, but Jalen Hurts has to prove it. Yeah. If this were like 2 years if he had like 2 more years of experience, it'd be like, yeah, Dak's out, but the Eagles have the division wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
But this just shows, I mean, the Cowboys aren't good, even when they had Dak. Because it was just CeeDee Lamb. Because I said, everyone's like, oh, the Cowboys got the division. I was like, yeah, but I don't think that they have it locked up because they had, like, they got rid of Amari Cooper and they didn't really sign anybody else. Yeah. They didn't make any additions to the offensive line. They didn't have, like, they didn't get like a nice like wide receiver too. It was just like, it was just those guys. It was just CeeDee Lamb, Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard, Dak Prescott, and people that I've never heard of in my life. Oh, and Dalton Schultz too.
Oh yeah.
But this brings a smile to my face. There is no franchise in sports that I hate more than the Dallas Cowboys. So they did say that they're going to be looking through quarterbacks, although Mike McCarthy was like, I have a sheet of all guys out there. And I'm like, well,
they should sign Lamar Jackson.
They should. Well, the thing that does scare me though is that if they basically say that Dak should come back, but if they do suck, they're gonna get a high draft pick and they're just gonna get some talented rookie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Tom Brady looked good. Julio Jones looked good. Now the Cowboys got to deal with Cooper Rush. Prayers to the Cowboy fans. Also, there is some rumblings of a possible Giants Cowboys Thanksgiving stream. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. There's some family history with this that I will explain later, but just keep that in mind. It could be coming. Final score: Buccaneers 19, Cowboys 3. The Monday night game is going on right now. It is 17-13 Seahawks with 1:50 to go in the third. So, who do we think? Who do we think, and then we'll be proven wrong. Do you think the Seahawks got this on lock?
Yeah.
Okay. Seahawks.
Yeah.
Geno Smith MVP?
Yeah. 100%.
Geno Smith MVP.
Geno Smith MVP.
Real quick into baseball. Oh, college football. Terence, man. I'm sorry, man. It must suck.
Are you going to make me relive this, man?
For those who don't know, Notre Dame took a huge loss as Rashad Penny got a big rush. But it's going back because there's a flag.
Stan, just give me a thumbs up when you're done.
Okay. For those who don't know, okay. For those who don't know, Notre Dame had a brutal loss to Marshall. And for those who don't know who Marshall is, do you know the movie We Are Marshall? That's them. Wait, you're good. You're good.
Sweet,
Terence, do you want Freeman out?
No, I like him. Give him a chance. It's been 3 games.
It's the first Notre Dame coach to finish 0-3, Terence.
I know.
Some other great college football games. Alabama and Texas. That was woo.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers is out now.
I know Quinn Ewers is out. Quinn Ewers is good.
Yeah,
I really thought good. He was not going to be. I thought he was not going to. Oh my God, Geno just took a shot and he's back up. Geno MVP.
Geno MVP, baby. Let's get it.
Geno MVP. But there's, I mean, that play by Bryce Young and the final drive. Yeah. I thought I'd live bet Texas money line. I was like, Texas is back. There it is. And then here comes the safety on the safety blitz. He's going to sack him. Young ducks. I'm like, here it is. And then he somehow, like, he did some Eli shit and just fucking, I don't know what the hell he did. But Alabama won 20, was it 20-19?
I think so.
All right, 20-19. Some other games. Florida, Kentucky was a really fun game to watch.
That was crazy.
Especially when you're a Giant fan and two of those quarterbacks could possibly be a Giant. Personally,
I know, but I thought you guys were getting Lamar Jackson.
Hey, I'm weighing my options here. I am weighing my options. Will Levis,
fair.
Incredible. I want that guy in Giant Blue. I want that guy fucking running out the tunnel, acting like Baker Mayfield, but he does good.
Acting like Baker, but not playing like Baker.
Not playing like Baker. There you go. But, he's so good. He is so fucking good. Another good quarterback who isn't going to be in the draft because he's too young, but Tim was right. I declare USC back.
Yeah.
They're back.
They're good. They're back. Good.
Yeah. I bet the 7.5 spread for their game against Stanford. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Just every fucking drive was a touchdown, it felt like.
So good.
Or they at least scored. Jordan Addison's a dog. Caleb Williams is a dog. I know we all hate on Lincoln Riley because he just left, but I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
So would you rather be in like a nice little home in Norman, Oklahoma, or do you want a fucking mansion in Los Angeles?
Mansion in LA sounds pretty good.
And before you know it, Snoop Dogg's going to be back on the sidelines. Yeah. It's going to be like it's with Pete Carroll, Matt Leinart, and Reggie Bush all over again.
Yeah.
I'm very high on SC. Hopefully this is no longer a jinx, but right now although BYU, before I get to my playoff, BYU Baylor was very good. I did have the over. Just did not look good for the over. Oh my God. I forgot to mention this. We must have a moment of silence. Terence knows what I'm talking about. Moment of silence for the Queen. Thank you.
Thank you.
You'll never beat the Irish. But anyway.
Actually, unfortunately, the Irish have lost twice already this season.
Oh, I'm not talking about those fraud Irish. I'm talking about this. My blood. My blood. But, yeah, but that was unfortunate that the over didn't hit, but still it was a very good game to watch. So my top 4 right now. Georgia as the 1, Alabama as the 2. And this is when it ends. Like, this isn't like what I think the top 4 should be. This is what I think the top 4 is going to be when
at the end of the season.
It's all at the end of the season. When it's all said and done. Georgia, Bama, Ohio State.
An SC?
Fight on.
Okay.
Fight on.
Okay.
Lincoln Riley's done it before. I just think that Michigan hasn't really proven much to me because of who they played. They've only played Colorado State and Hawaii, and they just named a starter.
Yeah.
So Clemson, DJ Uiagalelei is so overrated.
Clemson is so bad.
It's a shame, too, because their defense is one of the most elite defenses in the country.
No.
Oklahoma, I have not really seen much from Oklahoma. All I know is that they have the offensive coordinator from UCF, the quarterback from UCF transferred there, and the head coach is the old defensive coordinator from Clemson. That's about it. I don't really know much about Oklahoma. But SC, man.
They're good.
Fight on. Fight on. App State lost to fucking beat A&M.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
A&M frauds.
That was massive.
Awesome. For my Florida State people back, for my Florida State family at back home, I'm sure they are very happy. I'm sure they're thrilled. I'm sure they are thrilled that Jimbo Fisher just lost to some nowhere school in North Carolina that's just known for beating Michigan, but now they're known for beating A&M too.
Yeah.
So, congrats, guys. And Florida State, I mean, I don't want to declare them back, but they might be.
Are you still a Florida State football fan?
I mean, I am, but I'm not, like, I'll follow, but I'm not. If they like make like a push, I'll be like, okay,
yeah,
okay. No, okay. I think it was a nice little middle school phase.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
You called it quits.
I called it quits. Yeah, bandwagon, whatever. Call me whatever the fuck you want. I gamble now. That's what I root for. I root for my bets.
I like it.
Gambling ruined.
that's a true man right there.
All right. Moving on, MLB, and then we will wrap up with our finishing segments. The Yankees, we thought the season was over because they lost on Derek Jeter Day. Derek Jeter Day was fucking awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I cried.
I did too. I feel it, like...
Yeah. You didn't?
Yeah. Honestly.
Duh, you didn't? Like, come on.
Like, growing up, literally growing up, like, everybody playing baseball as a Yankees fan wanted to be like Derek Jeter.
Yeah. It was a shame that A-Rod wasn't there. And he posted something on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hit the suit and tie. He was like, dressed, but nowhere to go. And I'm like, oh. Sorry.
That's so funny.
Sorry about that, A-Rod. I was more of an A-Rod kid than a Jeter kid, I will say.
At the start, I was. And then I was like, I don't really like A-Rod.
Don't get me wrong. I love Jeter. But I don't know. I was an A-Rod kid.
Yeah. Respectable.
A-Rod, special talent.
He was.
Just special
Took
talent.
roids, though.
Okay. Who didn't? Don't shrug your shoulders. Oh.
Albert Pujols didn't. And Albert Pujols just passed A-Rod.
Okay. All right.
I love Pujols.
Is it 698 or 697?
7, I think.
I think A-Rod had 697. I think he's at 698.
No, A-Rod had 6.
$697. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The Yankees, so they miserably lost that game on Friday. Aaron Hicks shouldn't be on the roster at all. He should be gone.
Yeah.
He should be far away. I think
he should be in Japan or something.
Guangdong Tigers. Whoever knows that Shaquille O'Neal meme. Yep. That's where he belongs. I don't understand. Saturday, just an onslaught. Just a complete onslaught. Oh, and they swept the Twins in a doubleheader. I forgot to mention.
Oh, yeah.
First game was electrifying.
Yeah.
Second game got scary. Cole pitched phenomenal. I think he had 14, 13 strikeouts?
I'm pretty sure it was 14. Yeah.
Yeah. Cole pitched phenomenal. I mean, they did not take the fourth game, but, I mean, what are you going to do? The division is now at 5.5. It's not good. It's better than what it was.
Yeah,
I will say. And the Rays do have a pretty hard schedule coming up, while the Yankees have...
We play the Red Sox tomorrow. I know that.
We have a 2-gamer against the Red Sox tomorrow. And then we are off on Thursday. And then we are in Milwaukee. Ew. Just ew. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I just don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I just any like series like I look forward to, it's always terrible because I was looking forward to the St. Louis series because I just love St. Louis Stadium.
Yeah,
and it was just like
that was a terrible series.
And then they got swept and I was just like, yep.
Yeah.
So this is how it goes. This is how it goes. The Mets, they're in the division lead. That's all I'll say for Met fans because they don't want me to go through.
Yeah.
they
don't need a reminder of the exact amount of games that is between them and the Braves.
The Mariners did give them credit. I mean, did help them out. Not give them credit. That made no sense. But
I know what you meant.
Thank you.
Of course.
The Mets. Oh, they lost to the Cubs.
So what? Now it's a game and a half or a game?
I think it's at 1.
1.
Yeah, it's at 1.
Hey, yeah,
It's
for
at
all you
1.
Met fans, it's down to a game. Losers.
It's now down to a game. So they got 3 against the Cubs. And then they have 4 games against the Pirates, who seem to be their kryptonite last time they played each other.
Real,
I just like to say something for Met fans. Bryce Montez de Aca. He is on the injured list, but I just like saying the name because it pisses all of you off. Bryce Montez de Aca. It just fit. Yep. And then let's see. All right, we're getting there. It's almost time for playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna die.
Yeah.
I am physically.
I'm not ready to get.
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm prepared.
Yeah.
I am so prepared. All right. Moving on. What I saw this week. Or what I saw. What I saw is Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith, of course, a University of Florida alumni, one of, if not the greatest University of Florida football players ever. And today, so as you all know, Florida lost to Kentucky. And then today, Emmitt Smith tweeted, if I can find the tweet, I know Mike Golick. Oh, here we go. Emmitt Smith tweeted, it's still up, by the way. Emmitt Smith tweeted, at Gators football, great win against Utah, who they beat last week. And keep the program moving forward. Good job.
That's awesome.
Emmitt Smith's son plays for Stanford. He's a junior running back there. Terence, or what I saw.
I mean, so I feel like most people have to know about the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, okay.
So one of their players went here last year, played baseball for, I don't know, I think his whole college career.
Did you go to a game?
No, but I met him on Friday. Noah Bridges.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Noah Bridges.
Yeah.
Tim's not here, but if he were here, he'd be saying, keeping it simple, played a great round of golf.
Probably shot 89, 90, 91.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Tim, great job. Keep it up.
Tim, good job, Tim. keep up the golf game. All right, fun fact of the day. Fun fact of the day. Keep in mind, we are now twice a week now, so we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Terence, in 1969, which Great Lake caught fire?
I'm going to have to say Lake Ontario.
It is not. It was Lake Erie.
Oh. That was going to be my third guess.
So it was Lake Erie, but more importantly, it was actually the Cuyahoga River, which flows into Lake Erie. And it caught fire in 1969. It ignited a firestorm of public outrage over the indiscriminate dumping of sewage and industrial chemicals into the Great Lakes.
Dang. I was going to guess Lake Michigan second, and then Lake Erie.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Michigan, too.
Yeah.
I mean, great episode. Giants are back.
Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
If this were last year, I'd be like, give it time.
Yeah.
This year, it's a maybe. Seahawks are driving. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, Jerry Jeudy, first down and more. Let me just check Russ's completion total because I think that just locked it in.
Geno Smith.
Oh,
MVP.
he needs one. He needs one more. Geno MVP.
Geno MVP.
All right.
Lock of the century.
Be sure to, oh my goodness. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and Twitter. Be sure to follow us on TikTok as well. Be sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify.
Hey, that's my rate us 5 stars and take Geno Smith to win MVP.
Oh shit! Sorry. Rate us 5 star. Rate us at. Oh wait. Touch. Oh no, incomplete. All right. All right. Be sure to do all those things that we told you because we forgot to do our routine. And we will see you Thursday. Peace out.